It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Atlanta Braves. Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. Shabby alongside Chris Singleton. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
NLCS Game 1 is coming your way next. About to get started here for Game 1. Showing the slab in today's game, Kiara Williams. Chris, how about a scouting report?
She comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for her it's always interesting to see how she utilizes those weapons. She may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if she can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. She's really going to be able to keep those hitters off balance.
Bryce Terang leading things off and takes a strike. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Here's the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz. There's a strike. Williams, in her 4th year, more than 100 career wins on the mound. Can't forget to mention she's a former MVP. 1 out, bases empty. Swing, and it's popped straight up. Murphy makes the grab, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swings and misses. 0-1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him.
Over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Brewers go down quietly, and now the Braves will get their first crack at it. No score. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Game 1 of the NLCS. Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames. Williams back to work. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher.
No ball, 2 strikes.
0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and she got it. And there's one away.
Away, away, away. Clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Here's Adley Rutschman. And that is out of play.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
On the ground, right side. Albies whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what she was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Charles Whitmore up now for the Brewers. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Swings through that one. 2 out, space is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Braves 1 and the Brewers nothing. Kiara Williams next up for the Braves. So it's game 1 of the LCS, and they're going to be looking to her for more success like she had in the division series.
Well, this team's got its sights set on the World Series. If they're going to get there, it's going to be because of her performance.
And she hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rocketed out towards right center. Grabs it on the run, and that is that. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. And now, Christian Walker. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2 is down.
Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for her on the bump today.
Wow, short work to send them packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop she was dealing with at the plate.
So digging in, Garrett Mitchell. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Lands another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Gets him swinging with that screwball, and it was a good one. You know, the screwball is often compared to a changeup because of the velocity and the arm side movement, but the big difference is what you saw right there. A lot more depth or drop than most changeups, and it caused him to swing right over the top.
Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. Gets to it with a slide. Fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Braves 1 and the Brewers nothing. Back here in Atlanta, and now Bryce Terang. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to. Being the superstar player in this lineup, they are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think he'll have it in this one. There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Terang measures 6 feet even, 28 years old, and he's a former Gold Glove Award winner. Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Next for the Brewers, Joseph Ortiz. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Next pitch is downstairs. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think she's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if she wants to go back there later in this count.
That one finds the zone, and the count is even 2-2. One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. She's looking very much on her game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so she's got a good pace going, no doubt. And that one pulled foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLCS. And that one is inside ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging, and she strikes out the side for the second time today. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. It's the Braves 1 and the Brewers nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Williams back to work. There's the strike.
Well, these Brewers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. They're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Oh, look at the stop. And they get the out.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
Adley Rutschman up now for the Brewers. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one fouled off.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Close, but called a ball. 1-2 to count. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call she probably should have gotten. She didn't let it affect her focus, and she came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Charles Whitmore up now for the Brewers. Struck out swinging his first time. That one missed.
Ball 1.
She's got a great feel for her breaking ball today.
Oh, she doesn't get the call. And a count 2-1. The Brewers still looking for their first hit in this one.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And a ground ball to first. Oh, he gloves it. Throw to the pitcher. Takes it herself, and she got it. Nicely done at first for the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
Game 1 of the NLCS. And now the DH, Kiara Williams. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. The throw into second. And she's into second with nobody out.
Well, clearly she was ready to hit right there. She hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
So the lineup flips over. And next for Atlanta, Jose Caballero. Runner at second.
1-1.
In the dirt. This one lifted in the air, left field. Chourio makes the grab, one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. The 1-2. And that one ripped into right. And a base hit. Cut off, throw to second. And they almost caught her. She's back in time.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
First and second, one out. And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Swing from Acuna. Big drive. Deep left field. Just missed it.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
First and second, 2 outs. Austin Riley at the plate. Runners on the move. And now a flare into left. That's a hit. The run comes in to score from second. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Digging in, Christian Walker. And there's a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. She's not afraid of contact. Some pitchers, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, she should be able to rack up some more before she's done in this one. And there are not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what she's offering out there.
Now here is Garrett Mitchell. And it's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. And she keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
She's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, she's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with her, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Next for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. Grounded out his first time. And that's a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLCS. And foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
All set for the start of the inning. This is Bryce Terang.
It's no secret teams need strong starting pitching to win in the postseason. Your game 1 starter can set the tone for the series, and it feels like that's what's happening tonight. She really delivered for her team by going deep into this game. It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
The pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch-out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
To the right side. France takes it to the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Jackson Chorio up now for the Brewers. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. She's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as her stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
On the outside corner, got him looking. The perfection continues. 21 straight have been retired. It's the Braves 2 and the Brewers nothing. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Kiara Williams. Baumeister in his rookie season, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2023. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. And there's the ball. That one ripped. See you later. She flexes her power with that swing. It's 3-0. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this hitter was looking out over the plate, but she was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Willie Damas stands in.
Not a single base runner through the first 7 innings for this team. They had no answer.
Williams back to work. And a foul ball. Here's the pitch to Adames. Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. It misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Up now for Milwaukee, Adley Rutschman. Still a ways to go, but this is can't-miss stuff right now. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. So she gets yet another strikeout, 16 so far. So 2 down now, and here is Charles Whitmore.
Right through there for a strike.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what she does.
On the ground to first. Takes it himself. And Milwaukee is set down in order. Nobody left for Milwaukee. They trail it here 3-0. go to the ninth. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. And all eyes on the mound as she begins the ninth inning, working on a perfect game.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before. They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. Swings through that one. 0-1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient, take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners on.
Big swing and a miss. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Blake Perkins. That one pushed foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Ball one there.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Williams, 1 strike away from securing game 1. Swing and a miss. Got him. A perfect ending to a perfect game.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what her teammates and even she felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game. It'll be notched in Cooperstown forever.
Ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.